Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we will be focusing on a very important aspect of trading or a issue which is faced by most of the retail traders out there. That is, how many stocks should we focus on or should we keep in our watch list for trading? Combining NSE and BSE, there are thousands of stocks. I think there will be more than 5 to 6 thousands of the stocks. Then, how do we filter out some stocks or handful stocks which we can focus on for trading? So we will try to figure out today in this video that how many stocks are sufficient for a person to be a successful trader or trade for a living, right? So here I would like to quote a very famous trader, and I have been a great follower of him as well, named Oliver Welles. You can search on the internet, you can find his uh, multiple books and trading strategies and something like everything is present on internet from for Oliver Welles. He's a great trader, and he says a successful trader should only focus on a handful of stocks, less than 10, less than 10. So if you go in perspective of Indian market, there are somewhere around close to 5 to 6,000 stocks listed. So how do you narrow down to 5 to 10 stocks? I would say couple of stocks is more than enough. For me, I trade hardly three stocks, volatile stocks which are making some move, and they're more than enough, sufficient. In fact, they're more than enough for a person to opt this business as a complete trading business, which we can focus on. So today, I will try to narrow down the things which are required for successful trading, for instrument to give you successful returns. The first thing which a stock or instrument should have is volume. If a stock is lacking volumes, then you will be facing issues in entry and exits. So this particular thing can be overcome when a stock is volatile plus it is having a lot of volume. That means lakhs and lakhs of people are making trading decisions. I mean, multiple people are selling, multiple people are buying at the same time. So you do not have any problem getting in or getting out. The main problem faced here uh, is SL, stop loss. Multiple times the volumes are so dry in a stock that you are not able to protect your stop loss, and it does not hit and moves beyond your stop loss, giving you a loss. Okay, so this thing I will cover up uh, when we talk about this point further. The second thing is volatility. For a stock to give you a healthy move, it should be volatile. Volatile stock means the particular stock should have the ability to move 2 to 5%, 2 to 3% in a day. Not all the stocks will be moving this kind of score, but you need to filter out the stock which are having this capability so that out of the 2 to 5% you are able to grab couple of percents. And in fact, if you are able to do that consistently in a week, not daily, it is not possible daily. In fact, if you are able to do this in a week and able to grab couple of percent entire week, then that's enough, more than enough for any person to trade for a living. He can make a living out of trade. You see, so these are the very important factors, couple of factors which are required to filter down or narrow down stocks which we need to trade. Okay, so how do we filter out the most volatile and most I mean the stocks having most volume are the futures and options stocks. When I say futures and options, that does not mean you have to trade in futures or option contracts. You can still trade in cash market for those stocks which are listed in futures and options. All right. So you can list all the stocks in your watch list which are in FNO. You can find this in multiple sites. You see, you can find this on the NSS site or any site, updated site. These are all the stocks which are listed in futures and options on NSE. It will be somewhere around 200 stocks or somewhat more than 200 stocks. You see, the first filter will be this stocks. You need to filter out this. The second filter out of these FNO stocks, you need to do to figure out the stocks which are having highest beta. Now, what is beta? Beta is the measure of volatility of a stock. You see, to do that, you will have to go to a site which is called Top Stock Research. I'll be pasting this link in the description. It's a free website. No subscription is required over here. When you go there, you'll be able to see certain parameters, right? And from there, you need to choose beta. All right, and this is this is the data for Nifty 50 stocks. You need to select futures and options. When you select futures and options, you will be getting all this data. You need to focus on daily 1 month range. This means the approximate or average range that particular stock is moving daily in the past 1 month. So you see, Gujarat Gas and Company is moving approximately 0.58558% daily in its previous 1 month. So you need to figure out the stock which is having the highest value. Only 2 to 3 stocks. The stock which will be qualifying here will be India Bulls Housing and RBL Bank, which I have already filtered out. Say Info Edge is having a lot of volatility, and L&T Infotech is having a lot of volatility. Uh, but the highest one should be India Bulls Housing. Okay, it is somewhat low this month. So you need to figure out a stock which is having very high volatility. Top two, 3 stocks, and it can be simplified here. Mindtree is having a very high volatility. Persistent is having a very high volatility till now. That means IT stocks are having a very high volatility these days. Okay, for example, if you select persistent and go to the daily chart, you can see in recent days it is making very high movement. 7%, more than 7%, 2%, 0.7%, 3%, more than 3.5%, 2.5%, 5.6%. You see, 4%, 3.2%. So this particular stock is making very high movement. So when you drill down to lower time frame, you can easily identify trading opportunities from the way I have just listed out in my uh, market structure lesson. If you haven't seen that video, I will be posting the link of the same in my description. So on the final thoughts, a retail trader who is having capital less than 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, he should not be going into futures and options directly. Futures and options are double edged swords. If they move in your favorable direction, they can also move in your against the direction. If they have the capability of giving high profits, they do have the possibility of taking entire capital out of your trading account. You see, so instead of taking that much risk, unless you are having a very good capital, sound capital, more than 5-10 lakhs, I don't think a retail person should be touching on future and options. Instead, what we can do, we can separate futures and option stocks in the way I have listed here. Very simple steps. I'll list this uh, link in my description, and you can open from there. So you need to pick two, three stocks. If you are able to concentrate, then you will be knowing its movement, its personality. You will be, you know, able to get what exactly it's going to do in next phase. You see, for example, on the 15-minute chart, this is moving in an uptrend. You see, this is moving in an uptrend. So it is very easy. Now here it changed the direction and it's moving again in downtrend. From here it's moving in an uptrend. There are multiple possibilities of finding an opportunity to trade, either long or short. The only caveat in trading cash market stocks is that you cannot have a short positional trade. It is not allowed in Indian markets. Instead, you can have a long position for a couple of days or 2 3 days unless your target is met. But for shorting or short sell, you can only do that in a intraday intraday perspective. You can do short selling in intraday, but you cannot do that on a positional basis. So on a final thought, these are the things which a retail trader must do before going or before choosing that what exactly should I trade, which stock should I choose out of the thousands of trades, thousands of stocks listed out there, so that he can focus on a simple couple of stocks. On my part, I have been employing only IBUL housing and RBL Bank from couple of months. These both are having a very high volatility. These are presenting very good opportunities to trade either long or short. You see, today's RBL Bank has moved close to 5% and IBUL housing has moved close to 6.5%. You see, if you are able to get just this part or this much part, then it is more than enough for a person to trade very comfortably and easily. So that is all from my side in this video, and please like, subscribe, and share this content with your friends and family. If you have any comments or suggestions or queries, please do post a comment and I'll try to reply back. Thank you very much for watching and happy trading. Thank you.